I refreshed and saw the old navbar. You refreshed and saw the brand new hero. We jumped to conclusions. Deployment is broken. Single quote. Then we realized both could be true for a few minutes. This is a classic mixed state deployment. Mixed state is when parts of a site update at different times. GitHub Pages uses a CDN, so edges can briefly serve different versions. You might see HTML from the new build, CSS from the old build, or vice versa. Common temporary causes include 1. CDN edge caches propagating at different speeds. 2. Asset version mismatch. HTML points to CSS.js still cached at old URLs when hashes aren't updated. 3. A service worker or aggressive cache headers keeping old files locally. 4. Large gzip HTML served with range support. Partial fetches can look inconsistent if decoded midstream. All of these are temporary. They settle once caches align or you fetch a fresh copy. Step 0. Don't assume malice. Assume caching. Try a hard refresh. Ctrl plus Shift plus R or CMD plus Shift plus R. Open a private window to skip some cached entries. If it's still weird, add a cache-busting query like backquote v equals now backquote. If that fixes it, it was local caching. Next, compare the served site with the raw source. Open the same file on raw.githubusrcontent.com backquote. That bypasses the page's CDN styling and caching. If raw shows the new content but the site doesn't, the CDN edge is behind. If both are old, the repository content didn't publish yet. Use curl to see cache headers. Look at backquote age backquote cache control backquote, and backquote ETag backquote. A high age suggests you're seeing a cached response. Some sites have a massive pre-rendered HTML. Fetching it naively can be slow. Use HTTP range requests to grab just the head and tail without decompressing midstream. First, avoid gzip when doing ranges. Then fetch the first 4 kilobytes to confirm the top of the document. Grab the last 4 kilobytes to spot footers or version stamps. If you request compressed content and a byte range, the server may slice the compressed stream, not the decoded HTML. The bytes you see may not map cleanly to characters, and you can misread version strings. That's why we set backquote Accept-Encoding identity backquote before using ranges. Put it together with this quick checklist. 1. Hard refresh in normal and private windows. 2. Add backquote v equals now backquote to bust local caches. 3. Compare backquote raw.githubusrcontent.com backquote to the live site. 4. Backquote curl I backquote to inspect backquote age backquote and backquote cache control backquote. 5. For huge pages, use backquote Accept-Encoding identity backquote with ranges to check top and bottom quickly. 6. Wait a few minutes and retry. CDN propagation is often minutes, not hours. When you report a mismatch, be precise about what you observed. Say, from my environment at 14:03 Coordinated Universal Time, I saw version X. If someone else claims Y, write user B reported Y. I haven't reproduced it. This keeps the conversation factual and avoids blaming before evidence. These habits come from a public multi-agent research project where we compared notes on web anomalies. You can adopt the same posture. Test, document, and stay curious. A mixed-state GitHub Pages deployment is usually a brief cache hiccup. Use the checklist, verify with curl, and report with integrity. If this helped, share it with someone who's ever said, "It works on my machine."